Getting some coffee. Well, in a second. Get flashbanged by some websites first, and then get some coffee. First. Be right back. Be right back. Oh, yeah, we got the coffee. We got the coffee. We got the coffee, and we got some yogurt. Yogurt and protein granola. So we got into this position last night around 9 o'clock. We'll do a little breakdown real quick. This is going to be a short stream because then I have to go to the doctor. Morning, John. Morning. How you doing? How you doing? Just getting organized a little bit. One of my not strong suits is getting organized. All right, so let's look at the short that we took from last night. Still in it. I just kept it break above this supply here. So if this supply starts breaking, then I'll just get out of the position. Yep. So I got on the right here is the 5 minute. We gapped down last night when we opened up. And we also, let's look on the hourly too. We gapped down and broke demand, essentially. So that means the demand is lower. So once we broke down and we made this move here, I considered this to be supply. And I wanted to sell a retest. We started breaking. That's where I sold here. Where we bounced seems like it could be a reversal level. So we're just going to keep our stop here and take what it gives us. If it wants to push us down on the open and give us some extra, that'd be great. A ton of volume coming in down here. Looks like a lot of buy orders got filled. It would make sense to retest that at least. So yeah, I put it on overnight. That happened at like 10 o'clock. And I just had my stop right above the supply. I woke up to go pee at like 4 down here, and that's when I moved my stop. I had 2 contracts, and I took one off at 20 points. Or it just had a market or a limit order sitting there at 20 points. Thanks, man. We shorted yesterday, and unfortunately, or not yesterday, but Friday, and couldn't take advantage of this move down. So I was said to myself, I'm not missing the next one, okay? I'm gonna eat some yogurt and granola, but if you have any questions, I'm waiting on some market info. Should be up in like 5 to 10 minutes. And then we could see maybe what's gonna happen today. I know, pretty wild drop. Pretty wild. I'm reading, people are saying it's because of the Chinese AI stuff. I don't know. We could literally come straight down to here. I know where this blue line is. Right down here, 5920, 5900. Maybe find some buyers there. We'll have to be careful. But things that go down fast can go straight back up just as fast, you know? We'll see how the market takes this news when we open up and during the day. Yeah, I don't buy one AI company can bring the whole market down. I completely agree. That's what the news is saying. But the actual reason, yeah, we don't really know. Big down day though. I mean, we ended up high and low. 150 point candle so far. Yeah, on the daily. Let's see. This is the daily. These sellers up here that we came in and turned away from created a significant pull back in the market. Like we had this range on the daily, I could see us kind of digesting in here. Who knows? That's just a guess. Still a bull, yeah, for sure. When you scrunch up the chart, how could you not be, right? Look at, boop. All it does is go up, right? Pullbacks, like these extreme pullbacks here, are just great buying opportunities. Came up to the supply now. Found a little bit of sellers, but doesn't look like we broke our range yet, or our trend up. This candle holds here. That would be a good sign for our short. If it goes higher, obviously not. We have home sales at 9 o'clock. That's the major thing. I don't think any of the 3 or 6 month, 5-year note, 2-year note, don't think those will make much of a huge deal. I have a doctor's appointment in like an hour. Well, I have to leave in an hour, so just wanted to get on, get some info, I guess. I don't know if you've been following my trading at all, but we have taken some L's the past few live streams since I started, right? I said this is how I trade. I make the losses meaningless, and then I look for, the one good trade. So I got in at 2 contracts, got on at 1 at 2.5R. That already almost covers all my losses for the whole week. So now, if this trade stops me out at my stop right here, I'll be up like 7R from all those losses that I had, essentially. And that's how I like to trade. I just need to find one. I just need to get the direction, and I need to find one good entry once a week. Would be cool. Once every 2 weeks, well, I'll take that too. But it's a style thing, and everybody trades differently. But I came to the style because I was just like, I couldn't handle losses. I was scared to put on trades, so I wanted to make it where losses were meaningless to me as much as you can, right? You trade prop firms. This is a combine, right that this trade is on. I mostly swing trade, and I just wanted to do this live streaming stuff just to get some info out. My goal with this isn't to be like, I made $5,000 today, because that's unrealistic, right? I just want to get a good read on the market and take a good trade. I think as you, I've mentioned this before, as you become more experienced, I believe a majority of people generally move into swing trading and stuff just because it's more freedom, more time for yourself. Now we're breaking this trend now from our supply in the 5 minute. So to answer your question, I trade the prop accounts to. I feel like it's better than showing a sim execution, but it is sim. Let's be clear. Be right back. Everybody's got to eat, right? So just stuff in my face. I like to eat a light breakfast. Yogurt and granola usually, maybe some oatmeal. Don't eat too much of a lunch except for just snacking, and then I'll eat a pretty hefty dinner. What do you like to trade, John? You said you were looking at the NQ this morning. I traded the NQ before. I just prefer the ES personally. I don't think there's anything wrong with the either. My goal with this, I like NQ. ES is too slow. Yeah, I NQ. I actually really do like the movement. It feels like it's I don't know. It feels like when it picks a direction, it goes. Like less orders to stop it from moving around. My goal for this trade is just to see if we can get a continuation off the open. This is an area for sure we can see a bounce. We saw a huge influx of orders down here. But at the end of the day, we're 125 points down. That's crazy. So if we open up around here, you kind of expect some pressure, at least to make a new low. Were you up all night? No. No, like I said, I put this trade on around, what was that? Right in here, around 10 p.m. I had my stop above this supply zone. And then I just had to wake up. I woke up to pee in the middle of the night, and then that's when I moved my stop above this supply zone. Because we were trading like down here when I woke up to go pee. So then I just moved it down. And if I got stopped out, that would have been an excellent trade no matter what. If we get a continuation, it'll be an even more excellenter trade. If we can break this 59.9275, that's the previous hourly candle low, then we would make supply as a retest of supply. That would be ideal. I enjoy my sleep. I definitely can't, too old to be up all night. Eight o'clock. News at 9. We'll have to keep an eye out for. I like how we're breaking prior candle lows here on the 5-minute. We broke these lows here. We actually made lower highs here. I would like that to break down. That would be cool. But no stress either way. We chillin'. A bounce from here would make sense. This is, I believe, let me check. It's about, yeah, we've had our, actually came right down to 61.8 as a retracement. If we were going higher, it would make sense to do either, really. You trade full time? Yeah, I trade full time. I've been trading for about 10 years now. 5-ish profitable. My focus is mainly swing trading though. But all the concepts that I use are the same all the way down. So I wanted to start showcasing this, I suppose. I think it's important to get, if you're learning, it's important to take bits of information from anybody and then look into it yourself. And, then you take those pieces and you hold on to the good ones. Now, I'm retired, so I don't use my trading money goes to an investment account. My retirement and stuff, that pays the bills. So I do not use trading to pay the bills. That would be a lot more stressful as well. You guys have a good weekend? My sister came over. We got her birthday is one day after mine. So we did a little birthday celebration and had an ice cream cake. I made some tacos, homemade tacos, homemade salsa, homemade tortillas. Not homemade ice cream cake. Just scrolling Reddit, these random videos that pop up of where are all these people doing donuts in cars in the middle of an intersection? And then like the maniac doing donuts just like rams the heck out of the bystander standing in the middle of the street. Like I wonder I wasn't expecting that to happen. Like, come on, what are you doing? Yuki, what's up? What's up? Good morning and happy birthday. Yep, a few more days. Ooh, I'm feeling it. Feeling old. Good morning to you. I hope you had a good weekend. You can't see it right here, but we're in the short from last night. We'll be looking for it to break down further, but we'll be happy if we get stopped out as well. 806. A lot of downward, blah, blah, blah. A lot of downwards pressure. It would make sense. If we're going to go higher, it would make sense to do some kind of bait move with the opening volume. But this is a large negative candle. So we'll see what happens. We'll see. U.S. reported first outbreak of H5N9 bird flu in poultry. Is it an outbreak in poultry? Isn't that where the outbreaks happen? Or is that a human outbreak? Another plague. Just what we need. That's Costco Kirkland coffee with some vanilla creamer. I'm a basic bitch. That's what I like. We want to break this 59.92.75, which is the hourly prior bar low. That's the next thing I want to see happen. Oh, I gotta double check my time. I have a doctor's appointment at a time today. 10:30. How long do I need to get there? Okay. I gotta leave at 9:30. So I gotta leave in like an hour-ish, hour 20. Just a regular old checkup. They're gonna weigh me, poke around a little bit. I'm hoping I could get some help with my foot. I have chronic foot pain. Had multiple surgeries. It just That's something that bugs me all the time. See what it'll give us today. About 20 minutes into the open. Just to go over this trade again, we were looking, well, actually, I'll tell you two things. We came down yesterday, we sold the top, kind of, and failed. So I didn't want to continue, or I didn't want to miss the continuation. So when we've created this gap and just left it, that's a good sign of strength. I marked the first supply. Well, there's supply here, but I wanted to sell a retest of supply. That's where we came here and started breaking down. Now what happened here, actually, if I'm being honest, is I hit the long button instead of the short button. I hit the long button like right here, and then I went to the bathroom through this. And then I came back and I was like, let's see how my short's going. And I realized I was in a long position. So then I just reversed it. So I got slightly a few points worse of an entry than I would have liked. And then we just never looked back. Once we formed this supply down here, that's when I moved my stop. And whatever happens, happens. We'll accept it at this point. We came down. We broke this demand here by a couple ticks. So technically we have room down to 59.05. Like 100 points lower right now. But this big green up candle here is just buying pressure. So anywhere in here would make sense to turn around. It would make sense to keep going higher from this candle that we got here with the super high volume. But we gotta stick to our plan. Stick to our plan. I guess I should have added there. I wasn't even thinking about that, right? That would have been the play. Add there, stop the same position, average here. But I feel like it's gone too far in my direction now at this point to start adding. I want to add the first two supply levels that form. Or I want to add on like the first couple that form, because as we go down, as we become cheaper, more likely demand is going to step in. Probably would have been a good ad here, but we're already in the swing. Just off camera for a sec, but I'm still here. Gotta turn the camera off to really get in my nose. I'm just kidding. I'm not picking my nose. Boom. 131 point gap down so far. What did we do this other large candle from the same area? I'm curious what played out. Oh, that actually happened during the day. Oh yeah, that was like the end of the day. Little rascals are being so good this morning. And by rascals, I mean doggies. I think it's because I fed them early. Whenever I don't feed them, I sure hear about it. Still have a cough from COVID like 3 weeks ago. I woke up in the middle. That's one of the reasons I was up in the middle of the night checking my trade is because I was just coughing my lung out. We get a strong push short off the open. I might start trailing supply down. I'll have to contend with this down here. New home sales. This continues lower. It might be a hard week. Hard week to trade. getting a Sunday overnight move like that. Fed week. Coming down into some significant areas down here. I think we go short. I think we go down a little more. Maybe to range the rest of the day. And this type of candle, like a huge candle like these, any of, oh, you can't see these, hang on. The daily. Huge candles, like this one, any of these here. Unless they completely reverse, they usually close on or near their lows. So we can even see some play around up in here in the morning before we make a push lower. We'll see. Just be patient. Don't guess. No guessing. Although I'd say it's half of what we're doing, right? Is guessing. If we get stopped out here and push up and then end up making some sort of supply up here, I would re-add on a short. Basically, I'm saying I think we go short, but we are extended lower, so. If we go down today, the high of the day will be put in early, most likely. It's unfortunate that this was just a half a position size. I enter with 2 contracts. I have one I'll take out at 20 points to cover a couple losses easily. And then I'll have one, I'll wait, and then I'll look for an ad, which didn't happen last night. I have a doctor's appointment I have to leave for about 45 minutes. But I do plan on coming back after that. It'll probably be after lunch. See what happened during the day. Maybe there'll be a good shorting opportunity around lunch. So patient. I don't think I'd be able to hold a trade that long. Yeah, that's I would say that is my forte is being patient. My weakness is being aggressive. Unfortunately, there's a lot of times I miss out on things just because I'm too patient, right? So there can be a too patient, but I'm working on that. I'm trying to be more aggressive, especially in day trading. It's different when you're swing trading. It doesn't. I don't have to be that accurate. I don't have to be. I just have to. But if we have a plan, if I have a plan in my head, I'm going to trade that whole plan. When I think of day trading, I think of it as literally trading the day. Like, what is the day going to shape up to be? Um, and I want to try to take advantage of every move or the whole move. So we're in the best position we can be if we think we're going to go down for today or close on the candle's low. You swing trade mostly. Yep. Swing trade micros. Same thing. I'm just two micros is my um half position size, and then I'll add. But it's all the same concepts. I use the exact same concepts for all my time frames. I enter on swing trades on the 5 minute just like I do for day trading. I'm just looking. I'm only worried about getting the best price. Nope, that's the hang on one second. That's the crazy thing, right? I same stop. Same exact stop. 4 points on a trade if I'm trying to catch it. So like on this down here in this blue zone, we knew these were strong buyers. We saw a reaction, and the next day we came down like this. And then if we look at the 5 minute in this area, I bet we form demand and retest it. And that's the same picture over and over. That's what I'm looking for. Good info, Tej. Thanks. Thanks, candle person. What's your favorite candle smell? $8.29. One more minute. We'll see what happens. This could pop me out here. What's up, John? It's short in time. I'm hoping it breaks down off the open. I would like to see a new low, and then I might start looking to get out of this position. Oh, geez. You guys are nerds. Oh, that's hilarious. You make so much sense, but sense like candles. How's it going, John? How was your weekend? Yeah, I'm break even. My stop is above the supply here. So worst case scenario, I get out 60 points on this contract. Yeah, prop won't let you. So yeah. Yeah, it's my own. I just think eventually that's kind of where people end up, you know. So we got the open, got to push up. We push up more, where would we want to go? Potentially up here is the boom. Position is in this supply we created. It doesn't get slapped right here. Then we'll probably get stopped out, unfortunately. But if we're going to go short, just like yesterday, or Friday, not yesterday, what happened in the morning? We do, whoops, obnoxious rally, right? So, what do we do today? Obnoxious rally? Question mark? Yeah, it looks like a news open without the news. That's why I'm always cautious around the open, because at the end of the day, it is an influx of volume, right? All right, so we got out. That was a decent trade that covers all the losses that I've shown on stream, and we're in the green. So ideally, that would have happened Friday, but we botched that setup too. Not gonna botch them all though. Telling you, I was more aggressive, like I said I was gonna be. And now we do have room back up to 70s where we entered. That was a pretty big candle. Towards 7 a.m. Central. Oh, nice. Did you use a 5-minute demand like this one? This like little retest here? Once we found these buyers down here and had this large volume bar right here, um, yeah, I was kind of expecting to come back here to the supply, hoping it would have held, but no, that's a good trade. Good trade. Beautiful little retest. That's what I love to see, man. And that's a perfect example of like I probably have a really unpopular style of trading, but the supply and demand concepts are supply and demand concepts, right? On the 5-minute, boom. If we're in an uptrend, guess what's going to hold? Demand. Boop, 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 boop. Right? Same thing with the downtrend. What's going to hold? Supply is going to hold. Most of the time, it has to if we're going up, or it has to if we're going down. I remember seeing a Reddit post that people at times would, yeah, it's it's, and that's why I try to push is like, don't like look at the money I'm quote unquote making. Don't be like I have to do it just like him or whatever. Like no, it's a style thing. Take bits and pieces of information that sound like they could be potentially helpful to your trading, and then see if they are. people fail to realize that not everyone trades the same. What I do may work for me, but not for you. Yeah, for sure. For sure. And I've tried, I have tried trading shorter and quicker in and outs. It's just I don't like it. It's not my style, man. I'm like a patient stoner, which is like, "Oh, what's up, man? Let's go for the ride. If we get it." I know you could be looking at one thing and be like, "Oh, we're going down." I could be looking at the same thing. Well, actually, I think we're going up. And I think that's why I love trading so much too, is because it's so personal. Time frame, candle types you're looking at, all the strategies and indicators you can do. I think people get caught up too much in like, well, this is what this guy's doing to make money. That's what I should be doing to make money. Like, not necessarily at all, you know? Also, why I don't shit on ICT concepts. I don't really like the dude, but there's people out there making money. If it works, it works. Yeah, yeah, I've never shat on ICT concepts. And I don't know anything about it, really. But the few things I've seen, I'm like, oh, yeah, you have some weird name for it, but that breaking structure, that is very important, right? That's an important concept. So don't like put too much weight on the person. It's like, well, is what they're saying make sense? And if I put it on my chart, if I use it, does it work for me? I just don't like the dude because he seems pretty scammy from what I've seen. But to each their own, you know? Be as scammy as you want. If he took the time and laid things out in a class-like format, that's something. It's more than a lot. I'm using ICT because it works for me. Oh, we got double John. I just noticed. John King and John Queen. You use ICT. What concepts do you use for ICT? I've seen. I've heard of fair value gaps. I know. Like the change of structure. Like that's a concept I use too. What makes trading fun for me is that anything is really possible to make money and be successful. The most outlandish looking strat can be the most profitable thing in the world. Yeah, you see some people's charts are like, it hurts your eyes. But hey, man, if they can read it, if they feel it, if they have the probabilities and stats to back it up, boom. CISD. I'm not sure who that is. Oh, I thought the student's name was CISD. I was like, wonder what that means. Change in state of delivery. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. All structure is, you know, this structure right here is supply. In my words, it's supply, right? So if we break it, we're breaking supply. Seeing that bull push off the open. We got green candles up into here. I would sell again. But like I said, I have a doctor's appointment in like 30 minutes, so maybe we'll leave it at that. We'll just see what price gives us this morning. Yeah, ICT, whatever you want to learn from, it's just, and that's why I think it's such a personal journey, and why I love it so much is because it's up to you. You have to do the work. You have to look into the concepts, right? Don't just take somebody's word for it. I think a lot of people are looking for to be told what to do, and you have to be the one to tell yourself what to do. That's what's hard. Only take one or two trades a day. It's pretty good. Just need to have a key level, baby. That's the word. Key levels. That's something I try to stress. If you can only pick the best areas to trade, you'll drastically increase your wins, or at least not have as significant losses. I remember when I first, like on this down move, if I wanted to get long, I'd be taking every single boom, 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 here, 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 here. But if we just wait, like, where's the key level? Well, it's here. I'm just going to wait till we get to it. Be patient. Every trade you put on, you're saying you're okay with losing. So I'm not usually okay with losing. I don't want to lose. So I want to see that high probability setup. 9 o'clock news is coming out. Be warned. The one scenario I'd sell the news if we're around here. Maybe do something like this. News hits. We get a huge up candle. Boom. Sell that. Whoa. I would sell that. Virus. What's up? Virus. I got a doctor's appointment in like 30 minutes, and then we're going to we'll hit up some video games later. Virus is my real life buddy. Good guy, good guy. Make sure you hit that like button. John, that was definitely our secret. Yeah, I think it was you, John, that we were talking about games. Me and Virus play the finals a lot. We're gaming bros. I have an appointment today. I just got a message saying on Monday, February next Monday, I have an appointment to figure out what that's for. Could this have been the bottom here? Yeah, for sure. Could be. Could be. But I think a heavy candle like this likes to close near its bottom, more likely. Just to recap, we took one trade up here from this area, like 80s, 60, 80s. Got stopped out of it once we broke this supply. Now we're just waiting for the next opportunity. Naz is struggling. They're trying. Do you prefer your coffee cold or hot or no coffee at all? I like lukewarm, about room temperature coffee. Oh yeah, tea. Man, I went through a tea phase for a little while. Mostly because I don't like the way coffee makes my mouth feel. Like coffee breath. Blah. I can basically smell my mouth right now. Pushing up, pushing up, pushing up. On the hourly, I mean, really, the next level is in the 70s. That is the next stellar. We have these tiny little blips of like supply on the 5 minute, but it's not necessarily something. These are just pausing continuation zones. So the sellers that stopped the market and moved it lower are right here. Nine o'clock. New home sales. With a gap down like this, all my options levels are just jacked. So we don't have that to help us out making decisions. No, Virus doesn't trade, but he said he was interested in watching. So I'd be like, hey, well, come check it out and let me know if you have any questions. I don't think he's ever touched the markets at all. I'm just gonna buy him a prop account, send him on his way, and it'll be like 2 months later. He won't have showered, no shower, lost 80 pounds. I've been trying to, I've been trying to day trade for so long. And then he emerges like a butterfly from the cocoon, starts selling courses. Oh no, don't go to the dark side. It looks boring, but that virus, it looks boring, but it can be pretty exciting, especially when you see dollar signs. It's everyone's emotions in a bunch. I think I'm gonna wait until 9 o'clock. The news. We'll see what kind of reaction we get from the news, and then I gotta get going to the doctors. Yep, It should, like I say, it should be boring. If you're if you're getting excited, that means you're getting emotional. And if you're getting emotional in your trades, then you might not be getting the whole picture. Little 5 minute flag pattern here. Beautiful little thing, huh? Literally looks like a little flag. how does this work? Oh yeah, okay, so let me explain. So these, I'm just going to pull up this chart right here. This is each one of these bars, blue and white, is 5 minutes. Now if you look on the right here, we have a price, 60.29 it's at right now. That price goes up and down. So at this point, you can buy if you think it's going to go up, or you can sell if you think it's going to go down. So, and that's it. I mean, that's really it. And it sounds easy, but it's probably the hardest thing ever, to be honest. So you can say you place your bet, you risk how much you feel comfortable in risking, and you say, I think it's going to go up or down. So I bet it was going to go down last night up here. So I bet it was going to go down up here. It did. Made some decent money. And then we got out of our trade up here just a few minutes ago, actually. So we took one trade betting it was going to go down. And now we're waiting. I think it's going to continue going down based off of my strategy. And I'm looking for price to come up into this blue zone, because I think that that is where other people are going to bet it's going to go down too. But in simplest terms, it's, is it going to go up or is it going to go down? How much do you want to bet and how much are you going to risk for it? Oh no, I was muted. Holy crap. I was say I bought this sim, so now we could see this dollars going up. Right now I'm up $25, 27.50. If it hits this red line, that'll consider this trade a loss. But we can move that. Maybe we say, okay, I want this red line to be down here. That's our risk. We could decide how much we want to risk. I don't like risking very much. Mine is like only 4 points. It's like right here. So we're making a bet right now. This is just a simulation account. Making a bet that's going to go up. And you said, wouldn't you want to buy when it's down, like it just was? And the fact that you say that blows my mind. Yes, exactly. That's the whole point of the market, right? If you want to buy something, you're going to buy it when it's cheap. But really, you want to buy it when it's falling down, like down here. Oof. Anywhere down here. That is more than you know that it was such a smart trader thing to say. You're going to be a natural. But right now we're up $35. And you could also choose the amount of contracts you want to bet. So right now I'm just betting 2 contracts. You could bet 5 contracts. That's more money, more risk. But this is just a sim. And this is what you see. And this is where the emotions come into the game, right? You start seeing, oh, it looks like it's going to come back down. Are we going to lose that money? So you need a plan. You need rules. But yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. But yeah, like I said, smartest new trader right there. That's some insights. Wouldn't you want to buy when it's down? Hell yeah. And that's how I like to trade. It's like when it's really down, when it's whoa, it's everyone thinks it's going to go, then I want to go, I'm going to bet it's going to go up because we're at a cheap price. When it's going up and up and up and everyone thinks it's going to go up, then I want to bet it's going to go down because we're really expensive. And we'll just let the sim play out, and you can see if we're wrong, it's going to hit the red line, and that means we'll lose 40 bucks or something. And these are just small. This is called the micro, but there's also, this is just a 1/10 of a normal size contract. So on the big boy contracts, this $15, $20, that's actually $350. That would be 350 bucks right now. 250 bucks right now. Way more emotional. And then at any point in the trade, you could say, okay, that's it. I'm just going to take this $20 and you could get out of it. Or you can move your stop, it's called. The red one's your stop. If it hits that, it'll stop you out of your position. You can move it up to where your position is. So that means you won't lose money. Worst case scenario, you'll be just a break even on that trade. Looking for that 8:30 to 9 push. I was hoping it would have pushed us a little higher. We had one good push and then we just sat here. Taking out some supply maybe. We'll wait for the 9 o'clock news, see what happens. And then I gotta go to the doctor's. Right now on the sim position, we're up $40. Just betting if it was gonna go up or if it was gonna go down. I think overall today we go down. This blue line here in the screen zone. I really wouldn't expect us to get much lower than that today if we do go down. No, this is just a pure sim. I was just showing Virus what it looks like when you're actually in a position. Oh, and my other thing that I show on the stream is only a combine. My goal is to not show any money. Really. One thing that upset, I think everyone will click on the make $500 a day thing, but that's literally the last thing you want to click on. That's not good information. I don't want you to take my word because I'm making millions of dollars every day. You shouldn't take my word because of that. I want you to take my word because you see what I'm saying and you see how it plays out. So basically, I don't want. My goal with this is to not have money influence anyone's decision. If I know what I'm doing, I could throw on pretend like I'm trading full size contracts and act like a bigwig. Yes, John, you heard me right. Millions a day at least. I'm just not going to show it to you, okay? But I got a Discord for the cheap price of $2,099.99. and then I'll show you. Yeah, you should see my wallet, just $1 million bills in there. 9 o'clock. Not really any reaction from that. Oh, interesting. I'm just looking at days similar to today. We have 100%. Now, when I say 100%, that means statistically over what's happened. That doesn't mean it's going to happen, right? But they close negative. The SPY will close negative 100% of the time on a day like today. Like I said, that's just 4 for 4 in the history. Doesn't mean it's going to happen today. But that is the thesis I'm running with. I would like to see us push higher. We're making higher lows here. Haven't broke prior candle low yet. And made a higher high, so. I know that 8:30 move, I was like, oh my gosh, here we go. It's going to be a wild day. It was wild for 5 minutes, I'll tell you that. All right, I gotta get going. Go to the doctor. An hour and a half ish or so. I'm just gonna close this out. It's just a sim. Hour and a half ish or so. I'll be back. My goal, ideally, is we make it up here before we start to break down. And I think we'll go either a down day or a range day. So we'll see. So I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for joining. Thanks for chatting. And yeah, maybe a couple hours.